The single best hidden perk of a Disney cruise was just quietly eliminated. If you have been keeping up with the travel news this week, you've probably seen the headlines. And while the entire community is in an uproar, focusing on 2 bottles of wine down to just 1, almost everyone is completely missing the biggest, most impactful detail hidden in the fine print of this new policy. In today's video, we are looking directly at the exact text changes. Because if you are planning to pick up a special vintage bottle of wine in Europe, a unique craft beer in Alaska, or local favorites in Cozumel to enjoy on your stateroom veranda that evening, your entire vacation strategy has to change right now. Now, under the historic policy, a guest could bring a 6-pack of beer or a bottle of wine on embarkation day, as well as every port of call that you stopped at. It was an amazing, generous perk that truly set Disney Cruise Line apart from other cruise lines. But the updated text, it explicitly states that guests may only bring their beverage allowance on board on, quote, at the beginning of the voyage, aka embarkation day. The text now explicitly states that all alcohol, including liquors, spirits, wines, and beers purchased in ports of call, will be collected and stored by the ship until you disembark your cruise. So now you have to physically go retrieve your wine, your beers. If you get them at a port of call, you will have to now physically go retrieve them once you disembark off the ship, and if you do not, they will be discarded and you will not be compensated for it. This completely changes the experience for European itineraries or wine tasting excursions, where you would go on the excursion and buy a local bottle of wine to bring back to your room and try later, or bring to the main dining room with the corkage fee. And honestly, this was a huge part of the Disney Cruise Vacation charm. So now, how do you maximize your experience with these new rules in place? It all comes down to a flawless embarkation day strategy. First, your single bottle of wine, which must be 750 milliliters or smaller, or your 6-pack of beer, which must be 12-ounce cans or smaller. It must be in your carry-on luggage. Do not place your alcohol in your checked bags under any circumstances. Disney explicitly warns that any alcohol packed in checked bags will be removed with no compensation. And it has actually caused liquid damage to guest belongings in the past. Plus, it can delay your luggage delivery till later in the evening, which could be kind of a bummer when you're like looking to get your stuff. By the way, if you love getting these straight to the point, factual breakdowns, so you can plan the perfect Disney Cruise Line vacation, make sure to hit that subscribe button below so you never miss an update. Also, I'll pop a QR code up on the screen. If you're watching on your TV, pull out your phone, scan the QR code, and you can subscribe as well. Would love to have you. Now back to the strategy. It's also incredibly important to note that this is 1 bottle of wine per adult, not per stateroom. So if you are traveling with multiple adults in your party, do not pack all of the bottles of wine in one bag. Make sure every single adult 21 and over is physically carrying their own individual allotment in their own respective carry-on bags when passing through terminal security on day 1. Keep in mind there are 2 major international exceptions to the age rule. If you are sailing on the new round-trip cruises from Singapore, the age limit drops down to 18 years and older versus 21 and older. And if you are on a round-trip European sailing, parents or guardians can sign a beverage consent form that allows their 18 to 20-year-old children to consume beer or wine in their presence. Now, once you're on board with your day 1 selection, you are more than welcome to enjoy it on your veranda in your stateroom. However, you cannot enjoy your brought on alcohol in any public areas. That is strictly prohibited. And here is a bit of good news to balance this out. If you prefer to bring your personal bottle of wine to one of the main dining rooms to enjoy with dinner, Disney actually lowered the standard corkage fee from $29 to $20. Looking at the bright side here, guys. While losing the ability to bring bottles back from ports of call is a huge bummer, knowing the rules ahead of time is a great way to ensure a seamless and enjoyable vacation. Now, I have absolutely loved chatting with you guys in the comments on my last few videos, so I would love to hear from you guys on this one. Let me know your thoughts on this port restriction in the comments down below, and we can chat in the comments of this video. I can't wait. And look, this isn't the only policy change going on with Disney Cruise Line right now. If you want to know about the crazy new room service policy that just dropped, then click this video over here where I tell you everything that is going on with this latest policy update, and leave an anchor in the comments down below if you made it this far.